Hi, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm just going to be making something for Harry. We're about to go into Europe hopefully at the back end of the summer, so we might be faced with some hot weather, and we haven't really been faced with extreme weather in Harry at the moment, and obviously getting shade and getting the van cool could become an issue. So what I want to do is actually make a sail for the side of the van on the passenger side, just a small sail. I've got a C-channel awning rail down there. We have got the big sail that you've seen that we use when we go on campsites, but obviously when you're wild camping, you know, you're not going to put that sort of stuff out because we tend not to make camp that much. So what we're looking for is really just a bit of shade where we can have the door open, get a bit of shade by the door, or maybe just be able to have some security and privacy whilst having the door open as well. I saw on Life is Too Short channel, Ken made some time ago actually a very small sail awning for his van. I've looked around and I was going to just buy one if I could, but they're all really expensive, like £150 plus, and I couldn't quite get the size I want because I don't want a really big one. I just want it to fit the size of the door and also not go too far down. They always tend to be a bit bigger than that. So I've decided to make my own, following Ken's guide. So with respect to bits, I've got a C channel that you might be able to see there that will go down the rail, so that'll make it very quickly to deploy. I bought a cheap, thin, lightweight, waterproof tarp that's just about the size of the van. Again, I'll put all these links in the description. So I'll just go through the steps that I'm going to make to build it. I've got a plan ahead of me. I'm sure it won't work out fully, but we'll adjust that as we go along. So as you can see, the C section will split in two, and that will go either side of the material. The aim will be to get some glue on both sides of that, and then press it together. So I'll probably do that between two pieces of wood, I guess. So I'm going to try this contact adhesive. If that isn't strong enough, I'll try and stitch it as well using this cheap and nasty sewing machine I bought. First step is I'm going to just measure the distance of the tarp and cut the C-frame fabric to length. I think I'll just keep it inside the little eyelets here. I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll just measure that up, and then, so that's 995 or 39 inches. So it's a bit fiddly, so I think I'm going to use what Ken and Carol did and initially just staple it into place, so I can then hopefully get the glue in a position. That's easier said than done. I want to try and get the hem as tight into the recess as I can. Okay, that's sort of working. You've got only one pair of hands on the bad back. These clamps are really useful. Right. Right, that's a good little tip with Ken and Carol, especially I'm on my own. Jane's out at the moment, so unwisely I decided to tackle this on my own. But just holding that with the staplers has definitely helped, and having those clamps. So this is just loosely getting it into position so I can then apply the glue, because the glue I think you've got to bond it on both sides and then leave it for 2 minutes. Well, 2 minutes may seem a long time, but by the time I've done the inside and on the material side, it'll it's going to take some time. Okay, so let's go for it. Point of no return. Could do with spreading it out really. And I'm just going to go for a length at a time. Okay, I think I'm going to go for the clamp before it all falls on the floor. So I'm going to get my other piece of wood in. So what I could do with the third pair of hands. Okay, I've got these other clamps, that'll, big clamps, but they'll do the job, I think, I hope. But whether that glue will be good enough, I won't know, to be honest, until I've squeezed. I don't know if I put enough on. Maybe I can apply a second bit if it's not quite stuck down enough, but we'll take a look after. So that's been probably about 40 minutes. It takes about 24 hours to cure, but I need to really get some glue on the other side. So I think I'll turn it over and do the other side, and then do the end. Okay. So it looks like it might have stuck down really well, actually. Okay, so let's do the same the other side, all the way down. Okay, so it's the following day now. I've had to leave the contact adhesive to harden overnight. It takes about 24 hours apparently. So that seems to have gone off quite well. Actually, it feels quite strong actually on its own. I did try to stitch it. It was a bit of a disaster, so unfortunately I can't recommend this for this type of work, and in fairness it's not meant for this type of work. It's meant for small clothing stitch work. It sort of worked in places. It didn't flow very well, it didn't stitch very well. I've left the stitches in because it'll just give it a bit of extra strength. I've actually glued on top of the stitches in places as well, just to try and make it that bit harder, but I think it's tough enough for what I want. So the next thing is to go and try it on the van.
If you enjoy our channel, please subscribe, as it really helps the channel grow. So please give us a like and a comment, as we really love to hear from you.
So it's a bit of a blowy day today, so it's shielding but still allowing some air in. And I say, I think if I got some weights on the bottom, or poles if I wanted it fully out, that'll work nicely. And just to finish it off, managed to get it into fold it all the way down into a reasonable sized bag, because like anything else, it needs to be small in the van. So